Good afternoon, everyone. This is Stress Management Group, as we all know. Thank you so much for making it out. I know everyone has busy lives, work, and kids to have to retrieve from daycare or school, so I'm really happy to have a good turnout today. So, before we start on anything, this being our initial meeting, I do want to go over some of the rules that we're going to have if we're going to become full-time members of this group. So first and foremost, I am Patricia Macias. I'll be the co-facilitator. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'll be the facilitator of the group, and I do have to discuss my limits of confidentiality with you all. And what that means is that anything that's discussed here is confidential, unless, of course, you disclose information about child or elder maltreatment, or you present dangers to yourself or others. And also with that, should you waive your confidentiality agreement, that's another limit to my confidentiality. And lastly, if for some reason I'm presented with a subpoena or a court order, those are the limits of my confidentiality. And then with that being said, I do want to start off by talking about the rules this group has. The first one is, again, confidentiality. So not only am I bound to these rules, but so are you as group members. So whatever you hear here, what people share, it stays within the bounds of this group. Um, Another one would be privacy. So I like to refer to this as the stop rule. And that pretty much means that you're not required to answer any question. You're not required to participate in any of the activities if you don't want to. You can just waive your right for that particular activity. And dignity. We all have to respect each other. There's absolutely no humiliation or hazing or abuse of any kind with one another. Violence and intimidation is absolutely not tolerated. Um, Alcohol and drug use. So, for the purpose of this group, we do ask absolutely you cannot come to the group under the influence of any substance. Exclusive relationships, obviously can be a little tricky because we're in intimate quarters and we're discussing very vulnerable parts of our lives. So I cannot say you're not allowed to have relationships outside of this member group, but it is strongly discouraged for obvious reasons because whatever relationship you have, with another group member gets brought into the group and it affects the dynamic of everyone.
But what if we know somebody within the group? How is that going to help or hurt us?
Well, this is more on the lines of intimate relationships.
Okay.
If you do hang out outside of this group in a friendly basis, that is fine. We understand that you will probably have friendships come out of this group, and that is okay. But um, romantic relationships of any sort, we discourage against.
Okay.
And so then gossip, also, secret grudges, those can be very disruptive. So we don't want anything negative coming from the dynamic of this group. Another really important one is attendance. So if for some reason you're running late, let us know. You can still come to group if you're a couple minutes late. 15 maybe being the extent of that, only because after the initial meeting, today's initial meeting, we will be going deeper into the theme, into the topic, right? So do let us know if you plan on being late. After your third missed meeting, we will have to sit down and discuss your continued membership in the group. Responsibility, I think at this point, we're all going to sign and consent to these rules, right? But I need everyone to understand that the rules come from the facilitator. So that's your responsibility as members to understand that these rules do come from the facilitator, and if for some reason we have issues with certain rules, please, bring it up to me. If you feel something needs to be discussed or changed, we can talk about it. And then termination. This is a 6-week program, but if attendance starts to become an issue, or if for some reason you just feel that you're not gaining anything from the group, we can discuss termination. Come to me, let me know what the issue may be, maybe so we can address it versus you completely stopping your attendance at that point. So these are the rules, and you do have them in front of you so that you can sign and agree to them. With that being said, I kind of want to start it off today's session just by gauging where we are at with our stress management. I want to know what you've been doing, what you feel has worked for you, what you feel hasn't worked for you. I want to more or less know where you stand and whether you know what triggers your stress or what doesn't. So, who would like to go first? Oh, I'm sorry. Before I start there, do we have any questions?
This class is 6 weeks.
Right, the program is 6 weeks long.
I'm just worried about the attendance because you said only 3 times we're allowed to miss. How often are we meeting?
We're meeting once a week for 6 weeks.
Okay, so what would be the reason that if we had to miss, that would they be an excuse, or is it just 3 and we're done?
That is a very good question. So, for the most part, your attendance here is voluntary. No one's making you come. You're coming here because you feel that you would gain really good information from this program. So, whatever the reason is, I'm not here to say it's excused or not excused, but understand that you missing that group would mean you're tallying up the sessions that you're missing, right? So three to me seems like it is 50% of the group. So at that point I almost feel like you might be detracting from the group should you start coming and then just miss all of a sudden. So, but do talk to me about why you feel that would be an issue. Like, how can I help you make it to the program?
Okay. No, I'm just saying, like, if anything comes up, I just want to make sure that I can talk to you about it, and it's not a 3 and you're done. I want to make sure that we are able to talk about it. Okay.
We're always able to talk about anything. If you're running late, if you need maybe to meet outside of the group because you feel like you need to discuss some other stuff, you can always come to my office. It's always available. So there is open communication in all terms.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. So tell me where you are with your stress management. What has been helping? What hasn't?
I don't know. I think I have a lot on my plate, but I don't have time. Like, I have so much to do, and there's nobody to really help me take things off my plate. Does that make sense? So I don't really have time for, to de-stress. I don't have time.
So I'm hearing that you just feel overburdened with everything in your life currently. What exactly are those responsibilities?
So I have 3 kids, and I work 2 jobs, and I'm trying to take a couple online courses in school, and so, it's really difficult. I'm just going through a divorce, and my ex is not helping at all, so I'm getting out of my first job and picking up the kids at after school care, and then to go to my second job. My sister watches them. It's just a lot. And then once I get home from my second job, it's homework, and I know my kids are neglected, but when am I ever going to find time for myself?
Right. Okay. Well, I want to commend you for being here, because if before you felt like you didn't know what to do, it definitely sounds like you know exactly what you're doing, because you're coming here seeking help. So definitely want to commend you for that. And I think as you continue in this group, you'll find that stress management is about what makes you happy. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something physical. It literally can mean you sitting down to read a book or enjoy a coffee. It's about the self-care that is catered to your needs. So I'm hearing that you perhaps could use some other skills in that matter. Okay.
I guess, time management.
Okay.
To be able to spread and share my time equally with my kids and myself and homework the best that I can.
You're going to school full time?
Part-time.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely discuss very good de-stressing, coping management as well. And Cynthia, would you like to tell me where you are with your stress management?
I don't think I have very good stress management at the moment, because I am currently working full time. I am 6 months pregnant, and I'm going to be a single mother, and I don't feel that I have the support that I need, and I'm just very stressed out, and I know that's going to affect, me being a new mom, and I'm just trying to seek help with, my upcoming struggles and situations, and that's why I'm here. I don't know if you guys have kids, but maybe you guys can help me. Like, what's going to happen in the next couple months when I have my baby, and how to, de-stress as much as possible right now and later in life.
Well, the great thing about this group is that it's not just these group meetings that you'll be benefiting from.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have a lot of community resources that we can link you with. It sounds like you guys are dealing with a lot on your plate.
Mm-hmm.
So don't feel for 1 minute that it's like no one can relate to you, right? Mm-hmm. This is definitely going on and happening to various people in our community. So understand that if maybe your support system cannot meet you where you need them to be, this is going to be one of those places where you can come and seek assistance. So one of the things that I do want to talk about today for group is just the various different skills that you can utilize for stress management. Do we know what our triggers are? Do you know what completely stresses you out to the point that you just feel like you can't cope anymore? Because when we identify those, we'll know how to tackle the problem a little better. So, do you mind sharing at what point in your day do you feel that your stress has become unbearable?
I think I have bad boundary setting. So like when my family, they're like really needy, and so like I don't know how to say no because I feel like an obligation to help them aside from everything I'm carrying on my plate. And then like I start getting like irritated, and I start yelling at my kids, and then like I'm not like eating properly because I don't have time to even eat, and so it's just like I just feel it like I feel more agitated and annoyed, irritated very easily.
So on top of the stuff that you have to take care of yourself, you feel like maybe other family members and their responsibilities, you feel you have to take on as well. Okay. And for you, Cynthia, can you tell me a little bit more about your triggers?
I think at work is the biggest trigger for me. I have a very stressful job, and I think I know that it's my work, and I don't know how to separate myself once I go home. I bring my work home with me, and I think that's the biggest problem that I see, that I'm stressed beyond work. And I don't know how to turn that off. I don't know how to disconnect from work when I leave.
And where do you work again?
I am currently working at a correctional facility. I work in a prison. I work with, inmates that I'm constantly, worried about my safety, and we have protocols, and there's issues that affect me daily that I'm just under stress and I'm worried.
Okay. Understood. So one of the biggest things with stress management obviously is time management. Would you say more or less you have a grasp on it, or do you just feel like your time just escapes you? Let's just kind of gauge
our day is, as soon as we wake up, we're go, go, go. And we really don't manage our time. From work, we're go, 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 and we don't have hardly any of the time for myself. That's my day.
So with that being said, I do want to let you know that we're going to have a little bit of homework, and it's not going to be nothing extensive, nothing where you have to, sit down for more than 10 minutes to figure out. But I want to visually see what your day looks like. I want you to break down for me from the moment you wake up, and I don't mean the mundane stuff like I brush my teeth or I do my bed, but I want to know at what time you wake up, what time you leave your door, by the time you get to work, picking up the kids, and by the time you get back home. I just want to see an outline of your day. Time management is not the only factor